So I know Republicans love to complain about uh, not enough or too much diversity when a bunch of POCs are elected to something, like when Fox News was complaining about Joe Biden electing a bunch of black people to be federal judges, uh, claiming that there was only five of them being white, and it didn't represent the actual diversity of America or represent America accurately because, we got so many white people. Uh, Mississippi Republicans passed a bill to create separate unelected court in majority black city. Uh, and all these judges and the people creating these laws are white, showing that these people aren't being accurately represented. The bill, which local leaders have likened to apartheid-era laws and described as unconstitutional, would also expand a separate Capitol Police force overseen by state authorities. The force would expand into all the city's white majority neighborhoods, according to Mississippi Today. Jackson's population is over 80% black, though. Speaking after House Bill 1020 passed on Thursday evening, Jackson's mayor um, I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I'm going to mess it up extremely bad. Branded a proposed law some of the most repressive legislation in our city's history. It's repressive because it strips the right of black folks to vote. It's oppressive because it puts a military force over people that has no accountability to them. It's oppressive because there will be judges who will determine sentences over people's lives. It's oppressive because it redirects their tax dollars to something they don't endorse or believe in. The bill passed largely along party lines in a 76 to 38 vote and will now travel to the state Senate where Republicans hold a significant majority. The passage, which was preceded by an intense 4-hour floor debate in which members of the state's Black Caucus made impassioned pleas to reject the legislation and compare the bill to the state's Jim Crow era Constitution of 1890. The legislation was proposed by House Republican Trey Lamar, who is white and represents a district in the state's Northwest, which is majority white. Lamar, who doesn't live in Jackson, has cited county court backlogs and crime rates in the city as his motivation for the proposed law. During floor debate, Lamar was asked if any of his constituents had asked for the bill. He replied, "I don't live in Jackson, but you know what I like to do? I like to come to Jackson because it's my capital city." "Oh, yeah, I don't live in Jackson, but I like to visit, and I just don't like how there's too many black people." The bill, which is over 1,000 pages long, would expand Jackson's existing Capitol Complex Improvement District, which is patrolled by the state's capital city, and currently cover parts of the city's downtown that houses state government buildings. The district's expansion would cover areas in the city's north, which, according to local press, include entertainment and shopping neighborhoods. The new court district would feature two judges directly appointed by Mississippi's Supreme Court Chief Justice Michael K. Randolph, who is white. There would be two prosecutors appointed by the state attorney general, Lynn Fitch, a white Republican, and two public defenders appointed by the state's defender's office. So we have a bunch of white people who are appointing a bunch of white people to be the judges and stuff of this improvement district. So where's the accurate representation if that's what Republicans truly care about? But we know that's not what they care about. What they care about is making life harder for black people so that they don't want to live there. Um, there's always been efforts of running out black people from various towns so that white people can take it over or turn the town into a lake or a park or something. There's hundreds of towns that used to exist that were owned by black people, and then turned into something else because racist white people hate it when black people own stuff, own houses, or pretty much have a community. If anybody remembers, look up Black Wall Street. Proposed amendments offered on Tuesday include calls to make the judges residents of Jackson area and to compel elections for the positions. Both amendments failed. So the judges don't have to be residents. So obviously there are going to be some rich white dudes from some city that's majority white and will fucking do all they can to punish black people for being black. The proposed bill is the latest in line of extreme legislation in the state, which last year introduced a sweeping anti-critical theory law, which met vocal opposition from the state's Black Caucus. Yep, who's surprised? It's just another bill to punish black people for being quote-unquote woke and for being black. Jackson has also suffered from a series of water outages due to ailing infrastructure, which has been chronically underfunded by the state for years. Black residents in the poorest parts of the city have been disproportionately affected. Oh wow, that's no surprise there. A city that's majority black, underfunded. Why would they want to underfund a black city? In November last year, the city's water system was taken under federal government oversight after the Environmental Protection Agency found the city in violation of the Safe Drinking Water Act. It's no surprise that everyday Republicans pass worse and worse bills that make it harder for black people and other people that they hate to live in the United States. They're doing everything they can to either kill off the people they hate or just make life harder for them so that they will move somewhere else. It's their efforts of creating a white ethno-state.